Hey, what's happening, everybody? Thanks for tuning in to basically a kind of a special edition of Thrifty Business. I've lived in Vegas for 14 years. eBay opens next week. So I figured who better to answer your burning Vegas questions than a guy who's lived here for 14 years. And because I know we have a lot of first-timers coming to Vegas, and they've got tons of questions.
And I've been there at least 14 times, so I know how to answer.
Dev, did you count?
No, I lost count. I love going to Vegas.
I think it's more than 14, but I...
Maybe that was just last year.
Yeah, okay. That was the last 3 months. So are we hearing echo? Let me throw on some headphones in if we're hearing echo, because I don't hear any echo, but if you guys do, let me fix that real quick.
And I'm coming live from our studio in California.
Yep. Headphones today is gonna be a little tricky, and you'll see why in a second. But I'll make do. So hold, please. Let me switch out.
Technical difficulties.
There we go. All right, so that should fix our echo, hopefully. All right, so let's just jump off a few questions, and then I'll have a few announcements, and we'll go from there. And then Deb, if you got anything to add, feel free to hop in. And by the way, if I didn't properly introduce her, here's my good friend and YouTube producer, Debbie Weeder.
Hello.
Oh, I should probably have the artwork for tomorrow night up. Oh, I'll grab that as we go through. All right, so first question from someone not even coming, but when they do come, they want to be prepared.
Smart.
This is from Rick Byer. He is a thrifting board surfer and a secret beachcomber. Says, unfortunately, not going to eBay Open, but I do have an important question. Where is the best place to buy rum in Las Vegas? Asking for a friend. So those of you flying into town, you'll be tempted to buy booze at the airport. Now, if you're going to go right from the airport to your hotel and never leave, although you'll pay more, I would recommend that. Now, those of you who have a car, there are 2 chains of liquor stores, and they are Lee's Liquors, Lee's Discount Liquors, which are everywhere. There's probably like 30 of them across the whole valley. And then there's Total Wine and More, and I think we're up to 3 now. And the closest one to the Strip is actually on Las Vegas Boulevard, just south of Mandalay Bay, a little bit in front of a cool outdoor mall called Town Center. So if you do want to pick up any booze, Cheryl, you're hearing noise in the background. That's Debbie's house. Who's chatting over there, Deb?
I don't know.
I heard Bill or whoever just walked in from the movies.
The boys.
The boys, yeah. So, yeah, Debbie doesn't have a TV on. She's got boys.
Big boys. Adult boys. Hey, quiet out there.
Yes, quiet on the set. All right, the next question is from another member not going. Andrew Bonesick says, sadly can't make open this year, but Jason, you mentioned the best drink on the Strip being a sidecar, but I can't remember where. Well, I'll let Deb answer this question because it's not a sidecar.
Wait, I'm sorry. I was telling them to shh over there. What was the question again?
What's the best drink on the Strip?
The Lapu Lapu at Frankie. Well, Frankie's not a Strip. No, the cable car at Bellagio's. I had to get my geography correct. The cable cars at Bellagio are fabulous. The environment, the atmosphere is fabulous.
Yep. So head over to the Bellagio at any point, and one of the best cocktails on the Strip is the cable car. When you walk into the Bellagio, the front desk is to your left. There's a bar to your right called the Petrosian. And that's where you get the cable car. And they got this great snack mix. And just so yummy.
Isn't there the piano there, too? Like a baby grand
piano. Playing a piano.
Look for that. Oh, they're the best. 2.5 might be your limit.
Do you know that for a fact, Debbie? 2.5 is your limit.
I do. You tried to give me a third. And I said, no, I had to get to my airplane. Yeah, they're really good.
All right, so I'm going to hit a question from the chat right away so those don't get lost because I have the rest of them on a spreadsheet, basically. And Trader Don said, what's the deal? How do you say it? What's the scoop of Atomic Liquors? So Atomic Liquors is one of the oldest freestanding bars in Las Vegas. It's downtown on Fremont Street, east of where the Canopy is. And the reason it's called Atomic Liquors, because back in the day when they were doing atomic bomb testing in the desert, they would all get their drinks and go up and sit on the roof and watch the mushroom cloud go. Didn't realize they were getting just blasted with radiation, but when you see the pictures in the bar of the people doing that, it's pretty intense. We love Atomic Liquors. It's a fun bar. The bummer is, and I haven't been downtown in a while, they built this tall building right next to us. So here's Atomic Liquors, and here's this new tall building. Just totally kills the view because Atomic's got this great patio out front, and you could see down Fremont Street, but I'm thinking this big new building kind of screwed that up. So
can't they paint something on the side of it? We had the most amazing time at that Atomic Bar with Ann and Frank Crickman and us. I can't wait. I'm so excited to get back to Vegas.
All right, Kelly, Ebersbach's got a great question. Could we bring a tote bag to the conference, or do they give one out? Yeah, I don't think I've ever been to a conference of this size where they don't give you the swag bag of stuff. Like we were just at a Tiki convention, and we got a swag bag, and so there is a bag to carry stuff around in. I prefer my satchel, my crossbody satchel. So even though I'm getting a free bag, I prefer that. So I tend to carry that when I'm out and about. But yeah, they'll 99% sure give you a bag. Have we ever been to one of these where they didn't have a bag, Deb?
No, even eBay Radio Party, we got a bag every year. Yeah, because there's vendors. And if eBay didn't give us one, I would bet that one of the vendors would. So just count on it. So
Lori Brill, who I actually did, I did this for all of you, but Lori started because she wrote this really long questionnaire in the Secret Beach. And I said, all right, I'm going to do this for you, Lori. And her daughter's swim meet got rained out yesterday. Isn't that kind of weird? A swim meet got rained out. But she's having it right now. So I hope her daughter wins. But great questions. So the first one is, what is the easiest, fastest way from the airport to Mandalay Bay? This does not necessarily have to be the economical because we were flying in from the East Coast and we'll be tired at almost 9 p.m. when we get there. Well, we're a bit older and we've never used anything like Uber or Lyft. So easy and quick will be the keywords for us Sunday night. So you can set up a car ahead of time. So if you have the to have a car pick you up with your name on the sign. The thing is, from the airport to the Mandalay Bay, it's a straight shot. It's a really close drive. Like just getting in the car and driving is 5 minutes. It's really, really close. So you walk out door number 1 or 2 from baggage, and that is where the cab line is. Now, the cab line never stops, and would check that first. If there's a shit ton of people in line, I would go up, across to the parking garage. You go up to level 2, and that's where you call for Uber and Lyft. Now, you've never used Uber and Lyft. There are apps on your phone. So you download the Uber app or the Lyft app. And what's nice about the apps is it knows where you're standing based on where you're holding your phone. So the car comes right to you. You say, okay, I want to go to Mandalay Bay. It sends out the signal, and then some driver says, I got you. Shows you a picture of the driver, the type of car he has, and the license plates. You know, when he's pulling up and you hop in and he takes you right there. You've got your credit card already logged in, so there's no money that needs to even change hands. That's easy. But if the cab line is not crazy long and it does move fast, that is the easiest, quickest way to get someplace out of the airport.
Now, do the Uber cars, what if you have 6 pieces of luggage? Do they send kind of bigger cars where the cabs
you would have to select a bigger vehicle? You have to go Uber XL. Now, are you bringing 6 pieces of luggage? Is that what you're telling me?
I'm not, but I know people that do. Well, I'm just saying, your first time to Vegas, you know, I want people to be prepared. I wanted to say, too, when we got there once, we took the shuttle from the airport because we figured we didn't know what we were doing. And they dropped us off at the farthest backside of the Luxor from check-in. It was midnight. We were exhausted. We had to drive all our suitcases. So having an Uber or a cab that's going to drop you off at the registration door is my advice.
Now, when you leave the casinos to go someplace, there's a line of cabs out front constantly. Easy to grab a cab. The times I would hop into a Lyft or an Uber is when we're going, and we're talking about the schedule coming up in a second here, but we're going to Frankie's on Tuesday night for a party. Those of you come to the Secret Beach Bash on Monday. It is so much easier to use a Lyft or Uber, especially leaving the Monday party, because the bar, although not far from the strip, is kind of hidden. So you're not going to walk out front and find a taxi. That's just not going to happen. But when you're leaving a casino, every front door of every casino, line of cabs constantly.
Plus, there's 3 of us driving our cars, so we're going to have space, too, to take some people. We're going to charge a lot, but no.
All right, Steve said, what's the best way to get to Mandalay Bay without taking the main roads from Henderson? There is no other way, Steve. There's only main roads. There ain't no back roads. You're going to, and that's because of the airport's in the way from Henderson to Mandalay Bay. So you're not going to come down the boulevard, or I usually will come through. I do one of two things. I'll pick up the 215, get off at Las Vegas Boulevard and drive down the strip. Or if I'm coming from a little bit south, I go through the airport and then up Tropicana and then left on the strip. So there is no back way to Mandalay Bay, unfortunately.
Well, then there's me, who takes like from Sam's Town up Flamingo all the way and figures out how to get there from that way too. So,
and then
listen to him.
Lee's got a great question. My hotel was close, but now it's like 86 miles out of town. You asked Melissa to pick me up from the desert.
Is he staying out in what's that called, Perup? Is he staying in Perup?
Yeah, Lee, where are you staying that you're that far out?
Oh, Lee's from Australia, right? This is our Australian Lee?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, where's he staying? What room number so we can all come?
All right, Jeets McFeeders wants to know, when arriving at Mandalay Bay, where's the best, easiest entrance to arrive? We are first-timers to eBay Open. You're, do you mean by cab or by yourself? That'll determine what my answer is going to be. You driving in, or are you taking a cab from someplace? Oh, Lee's staying down at the Westgate. The Westgate ain't that far.
No.
But it will seem like an eternity compared to those who are staying right at Mandalay Bay. All right, so let's get, while we're waiting for Jeets to give us their response, let's get back to Lori's questions. For the Secret Beach Bash on Monday, are we responsible for getting there and back to our hotel? Yes. Is it walking distance from the hotel? Not a bit. And what's the dress code for the event? Okay, so let's start with this. This is a perfect Vegas shirt. Da-da. But we do have a schedule of events. So the first event for some of you will be the Secret Beach Bash on Monday. And on Monday, most of you have purchased a Secret Beach t-shirt. So we go from our cool Vegas shirt. Debbie's not even watching me. Strip.
Oh.
To the Secret Beach shirt. So that's for Monday. Now, if you didn't get the new one, if you got the old one, wear that too. We're going to have a great time. The band is incredible. The food's incredible. Hey, Deb, did you like the food last year? Hey, Deb, tell who's ever bugging you to tell them to go away, please.
No, I told him to bring me my shirts.
Okay.
Our shirts came today, but he only brought me 2. I wanted all 4. But I got asphalt instead of olive green. Are we still allowed?
Oh, yeah. I gave options on that because I like the different options. I got asphalt too.
Oh, it's okay now. Never mind, Bill. Just keep those shirts. The food. Back to the food. Okay, you know I don't eat pork. And you had a lot of pork.
The rest of it, did you have that corn? That corn was amazing.
I had the corn. I had macaroni and cheese. I think that was there. I ate around it, but like I said, I'm not a
So Gene, the guy making the food, says he's 100 times better than last year. I didn't think there was a problem last year.
Oh, and they had rolls. I had rolls.
He's got this new great vegetarian rice dish that he can't wait to debut.
Oh, I'm there. I'm there.
He said he's worked with a bunch of new chefs in the last year, so he's learned all these new tricks and stuff. So he is super excited.
This is super bad. The Secret Beach Bash on steroids.
Yep. And I see Jeets' question, will you have Secret Beach shirts for purchase on Monday? Nope. These are print on demand at Amazon. And that's why I had the links up about a month ago. Amazon prints them out and ships them to you in a couple days. So I'm sorry I won't have anything for sale at their Secret Beach Bash.
It took us a week to get these. I ordered them and they just last Wednesday and they just arrived today.
Jeez, you never answer my question. Are you driving in with wife? Okay, got it. So you on all the major casinos nowadays, you got to pay to park. And so you can valet it for whatever cost, or you can park, and the parking garage for Mandalay is behind it. And so what I would do is, even if you have to go up to a higher level, and that's where people always make this mistake. So every parking garage would be like 4, 5, 6 levels. And every parking garage is super long, and there'll be one end that's right at the elevator down at the casino. So if you can't catch it at floor 2 or 3, it don't matter that you're going 4 and 5. If you can get to a floor where you can park close to the elevator, so you can put your luggage right in the elevator, go right down, and pop into the casino, that's the goal. Now, if you've got a little extra cash and you want to valet it, have at it. So, But it ain't cheap no more. I'm sorry. I got nothing to do with it. But they keep building stupid arenas and stadiums, and they want more money.
Yes. If you're like me and I got my room at the Luxor, I actually got free parking with our room.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't know. And that was just a couple days ago. I kind of freaked because the hotel I had, my reservations aren't coming through. It's a situation. But I'm fine now.
All right. So next question. Yeah. Tuesday evening event at Frankie's is an eBay thing, a thrifting board thing, Secret Beach thing. Same question about transportation. What time are people meeting there? Does eBay provide dinner the night before Frankie's? And then she says, sorry, I've never had a real rum drink. Well, we're going to have to fix that.
This is going to be so fun.
She said, what's a good start as far as drinks? So we'll talk about that night, because drinks at tiki bars go from some weak to strong, from sour to sweet. You know, it depends on what you like. So I can't just say something. I'll need to know your flavor profile a little bit.
But I can tell you my favorite drink at Frankie's, Lapu Lapu.
Oh, you love the Lapu Lapu.
I love the Lapu Lapu.
All right, so what we're going to do on Tuesday is we're going to have a Hawaiian shirt and muumuu day on Frankie's. You know, you don't have to. You know, you definitely don't have to. But I'm going to show you some pictures of last year's, and you're going to see everyone participated.
Lace.
So of course, I have my muumuu on, which I will be rocking on Tuesday.
Are you really going to wear that?
Oh, heck yeah.
Well, show us the bottom half of it. This is not a muumuu top.
No.
This is a
whole... headphones are going to be a problem today.
This is a full-on to those ankles. I want to see all the guys wearing muumuus. All of them.
So here's how this came about, Deb. One of the members in the reseller fam group said, are we doing Frankie's Tuesday? I said, yeah. I said, bring your best muumuu. She says, well, you wear one too. So I sent her this picture, and she goes, oh, touche. I think you wear it better than I would.
Of course. I have a picture of you wearing a robe at a thrift store too.
But if there's any guys who are brazen enough to wear a muumuu, bring it. But Frankie's is a ton of fun. Here we are packing the place last year. There's Trader Don right there. I see Debbie. I see Ann. I see Stace. I see one or two of the brands. I see both brands in there.
Oh my God.
And we filled the place to the point where some of us were partying outside, which is nice. In Vegas, you can take drinks to go.
This was the fullest I've ever seen Frankie's. I even asked your wife last year, have you ever seen this many people in here? Never.
Yep.
Oh, I'm so excited.
All right. So, but to answer questions about getting there, Frankie's is on Charleston Boulevard. And so the main roads across the strip go Tropicana, Flamingo, Spring Mountain, Sahara, and then Charleston. So Charleston is kind of halfway between the Stratosphere and downtown. So you take a left on Charleston, and it's down about a mile or so, about and a half, just past the freeway on the right. Now, every cabbie, every Uber driver will know where it is. But again, find some buddies. We're all going to be leaving from Mandalay Bay. I'll put as many in my truck as I can. Obviously, anyone else that has a vehicle, grab a Thrifting Board member, grab a Secret Beach member, throw them in your car, put them in the trunk, whatever you can do, and we'll head on down to Frankie's. Now, I don't think they gave us dinner on Tuesday at eBay, but I think they had snacks because didn't some of the bigger sponsors have like a happy hour, so there was some food and some snacks? And
I don't think we ever get dinner at eBay Open.
Not dinner, but there's tons of food.
Yeah, so don't expect a dinner, but they feed us all day long. So.
Yep. And you do not want to go to Frankie's on an empty stomach. There's your forewarning. Frankie's has no food, and because it is a gambling establishment in Las Vegas, every single gambling establishment that does not serve food can have smoking. Now, there's not a lot of smokers in our crowd, so when we pack the place, it ain't so bad. It's just a lot of bodies, but not a lot of smoke. We were just there last night, and I don't remember any smokers. Do you, Stace? Do you remember anybody smoking last night? All right, so back to
I have to say, there is a Del Taco across the street, and Ann Crickman and I have been known to waddle over there because Tuesday is Taco Tuesday. And then there's isn't it a Wendy's that just popped up right across the street is a Wendy's. And then there's a gas station next door. Don't ask me how I know that. Got in trouble one night. But they have, you can get ice cream bars or some potato chips or stuff. So if you
the parking lot is super duper small. So carpool as much as possible.
Yes, it's tiny.
All right. Staying on the party train. For those of us, for the closing event of Brooklyn Bowl, which is Thursday night, Same question about transportation. eBay will be providing buses, really fancy tour buses type things, you know, where you would be sitting in comfort and stuff. Not tour buses like you're in a band, but like really nice Greyhounds. And so they'll be shuttling people from Mandalay Bay to the Brooklyn Bowl. You can drive to the Brooklyn Bowl. You can pay to Valley Park. The Brooklyn Bowl is right behind the giant Ferris wheel. So even if you don't know Vegas all that well, if you can steer your car to the giant Ferris wheel on the backside, you can valet right underneath it. And so those of us who are driving will valet right there.
Margaritaville is on the front corner of that little, it's called the Link. And it's an awesome little, it's like a road closed off, and there's all kinds of shops and things to do there. And if you're like at the Flamingo, you can go through the Flamingo, turn right, and walk right into the Brooklyn Bowl too. So it's a really awesome area. Yeah, carpooling really helps when you're in Vegas because traffic can be like, we know all the back roads.
All right, so to back up a day, though, Wednesday is Thrift and Board Day. So all of you bought your T-shirts, and I saw a ton of you bought them, so thank you very much.
Yeah,
wear your new Thrift and Board shirt, and here's why we do it. Let me see Debbie's.
I got it.
Yay!
Yay, we got
and here's why we do it. We just show the world what a kick-ass group of people we are. So here is the picture from 2 years ago in our red shirts, and we had a decent-sized group. And then last year, we crushed it in our yellow shirts. Now, I don't know the spot where we're going to take the picture yet because I really won't till we get there on Tuesday and kind of scope the area out. But we do it during the main lunchtime. So if they got these cool little steps like they did last year, we'll do it there. But that's where you're going to have to pay attention to the thrifting board because as soon as I figure it out on Tuesday, I will post it in the thrifting board. And, of course, I'll tell Debbie, and then she'll tell 2 people on the thrifting board, and I'll tell 2 people. And then make sure you just tell all your fellow thrifting board members, and we'll make an announcement Tuesday night where we're going to meet on Wednesday. So wear your thrifting board T-shirt on Wednesday.
And that's all day. You know, you don't want to just run and put it on just before the photo unless that we wear them all day.
And then this is a picture the photographer for eBay took of me taking a picture of you guys. So that was pretty awesome.
Oh my gosh, I just cannot wait.
Yeah, if someone was asking about the shirts, if you didn't get one, you can get it. I can send you the link. I'd order some today, and they'll be here Monday with the extra $3.99. You can have them sent straight to my house. Just make sure to put care of your name, and I can give it to you on Tuesday. I'm handing out a lot of shirts on Tuesday.
Just be warned, they do have a vinegar smell. So, you know, it's nice to pre-wash them, but even if you can't, it's better to have one with vinegar than to not have one at all.
So, and Ramon said, is itinerary posted anywhere yet? It will be posted in the thrifting board, the Secret Beach, the Going to eBay Open 2018 group. So now that I've got all the pictures edited, so I'll put them all together and just remind everybody, make life super duper easy.
So we're not doing our own group just for our members. Going to eBay Open, just us, Thrifting Board and Secret Beach members. Yeah,
just the thrifting board, like our normal Wednesday photo.
No, I meant this is just open. This is just for the open, so we don't have to scroll through everything to find.
No, we didn't use a separate group this year. I was too busy with 1,000 other things.
Okay.
Tina wants to know if you can bring food into Frankie's. Yeah, you can. They don't mind.
We've ordered pizza before.
If you were, like one time, Chris Green and I threw a party after ASD, and we sat in Frankie's for 8 hours, long enough. We ordered 2 meals.
But just
we brought in food at 6 for dinner, and then we had like a second dinner at like 11.
It's small. There's only, the tables are kind of small. There's one kind of big table. So if you're trying to eat, you might not be sitting down. So just be warned.
Sherry's got a great question. Is there smoking at the Brooklyn Bowl? Nope, because there is no gambling. It's just a dinner and concert venue.
Nice. Love it.
All right. So, are there any other extra events I'm forgetting about? Don't know. What are must-see things in Vegas? If you've never been to Vegas, the giant wheel's pretty bitchin'. Going up to the top of the Stratosphere is pretty bitchin'. You know, people love to go see Pawn Stars Pawn Shop, Gold and Silver Pawn. That's fine, but all you're going to do is wait in line in 110 degrees to see the inside of a pawn shop so you can buy a coffee mug. That's pretty much what it boils down to.
It's small too. I don't think they come out. I got my picture taken with Old Man and Chumley years ago, but I don't think they do that anymore.
No,
it's another small place. Let's see. Watching the Bellagio. Go ahead.
If you haven't been downtown, get downtown, check out Fremont Street with a canopy at night, because every hour on the hour, the canopy plays a whole video show that's really bitching. There's zip lines downtown in Fremont, if that's your thing. If you like a cocktail in a fancy, cool place that you've never been, go to the Cosmopolitan and get a cocktail inside the chandelier. The bar is in the chandelier. It's pretty bitchin'.
Yeah. And back to Fremont Street, they have awesome cover bands, but it can be hot at night. Because
so Debbie told me the Cult played last weekend when we were out of town down Fremont Street. And if you get down there, think about this. 20,000 people showed up around one stage.
My brother wanted to be there, but that's how I found out about it. I can't imagine that. It must have been 1,000 degrees.
Oh, yeah. So Sally says, when do we wear the Secret Beach shirt? On Monday to the party. We'll take a ton of photos on Monday at the party, the Secret Beach Bash, with the best band in Vegas, Franks and Deans.
Yes, I got to have them on my birthday.
Yes, you did. All right. And then, other things to see. The Bellagio Gardens, the volcano erupting is pretty bitchin' if you've never seen it. The pirate ship is gone. If you're a thrill seeker, there's rides on top of the Stratosphere, including jumping off the side of it and going down. So those are fun. The giant Ferris wheel isn't a thrill seeker thing because the pods are so big. It's not like a regular Ferris wheel. Each pod holds 60 people, and every other pod has a bar in it. So it's rather cool. Back to our questions that people had submitted beforehand. Linda White says, I am curious about the dress code. Is it business casual or casual? I will rarely have sleeves on, so it is very casual. It is Vegas in the summertime.
I wear jeans, capri, denim capri, short, flip-flops.
Someone was asking for wearing the Secret Beach shirts at open. If you want to, that's great. Absolutely, I welcome it. But we're definitely wearing them at the party. And then, because I know the Ohio contingency is wearing their new Ohio Tiki shirts from my mom's meetup. So, feel free. And then lastly, for t-shirt wise, those of you taking the thrift class on steroids, and if you haven't signed up yet, there is a sign up below. Tomorrow night on Thrifty Business, we're going to have all the instructors on talking about their scores of the week and what they're teaching, but we're going to be teaching things like jeans and books and Pyrex and Disney and purses and CDs. And you're going to get 2 hours of classroom time with the instructors. Then we'll go off into the thrift store. We'll work the entire thrift store, and I'll be adding, I think, 4 or 5 more instructors to the mix. So there'll be people everywhere throughout the thrift store dressed like this. So it's super easy to find us. We'll all be wearing our Thrift Class on Steroid shirts, and on the back it says tour guide. And so if you're coming to that class, as you can see, you like to take fun group photos like this around the bins or this taking the class. If you have any of the older Thrift and Board, Secret Beach goes on a cruise t-shirts, wear those on Friday. That way, when we take pictures, it'll be fun seeing everyone in all their different shirts. So there we go. That's the last costume change. I was damn hot. All right, let's get back to the questions. So basically, bottom line is casual. The only time it isn't casual, if you decide you want to go clubbing. Even in the summertime, most of the clubs require men to wear pants and not tennis shoes and sleeves. So not long sleeves, but a button-down, short sleeve shirt. Gene Ortmoto wants to know, can you make it cooler?
Yeah, just stay inside the casino.
Closest parking garage for the convention, that would be the one at Mandalay Bay. Now, I wonder exactly where we are, because Mandalay Bay built so the Mandalay Bay hotel garage is on the backside. Mandalay Bay built a new parking garage on the front side just for the convention. So I'm guessing we're going to be on the convention side. So for those of us who are not staying at Mandalay Bay, like my mom and dad are at my house, and driving in, we'll probably be parking in the convention parking lot, which is right next to Las Vegas Boulevard. I mean, the convention parking garage.
And then also there is a monorail that goes from Mandalay all the way down to what's the Excalibur?
Yeah, so there is a little monorail that runs between. Now, Mandalay is hooked by a mall called Mandalay Place to Luxor. So those you stay at Luxor, you're just going to walk through Mandalay Place into Mandalay Bay. However, the convention center is on the way other side. So if you're in Luxor, it is going to be a walk.
Yeah.
And Sally and anyone else who needs a shirt, message me right now on Facebook. And the second I hang up with the show, I will shoot you out my address. Okay. Bruce is the best used Uber or shuttle bus there. Oh, we talked about the airport, the hotel. I've never used Uber, so when do you call them? You know, Uber takes a few minutes to get there. They're not lined up like a cab. So, but being at the airport, there's always ones close by. So basically, as you're pulling your luggage off of the carousel, call for your Uber right then. Walk up to the Uber pickup on the second floor of the parking garage. Look for the license plate that's on your thing, and that's where you'll get your guy or gal.
And I don't think any hotels in Vegas have shuttles to their hotels anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. That's one question I really can't answer because I don't stay in hotels in Vegas.
Yeah, I don't think so.
All right, Angela wants to know, are the surrounding venues open 24 hours? Will there be places open all night for Insomniacs? Oh, hell yeah. Frankie's open 24 hours, hasn't closed a day in 8.5 years. The owner of Frankie's also owns the best punk rock dive bar in town called the Double Down. Go get yourself some ass juice. You will not regret it. Seriously. That's been open 22 years. Never been closed a day in his life. Pretty much if it has gambling, and some places, some restaurants do, it'll be open 24 hours because they want every second, every day at a chance to get your money.
And I think like in the Luxor, gosh, 2006, eBay had eBay Live there and there was 15,000 people. There's McDonald's and there's other kind of places inside that big area too, if you're hungry.
And then Angela also says, are there areas of town that should be avoided? Yeah, downtown used to be a little rough or a lot rough. And you shouldn't have left past the canopy, but now the whole Fremont East district where there's tons of bars and a restaurant and a fire-breathing praying mantis, that's all good, and all the way up to Atomic Liquors. And I wouldn't go beyond that, though. They're cleaning it up, but it ain't clean yet.
Yeah.
So stay within the strip confines, stay within Fremont Street East or the canopy. And, you know, there's thrift stores all over town. Some are not in the best neighborhoods, but during the day, it's no big deal. Just not at night.
I have to ask, is Frankie's in the best part of town? And
you know, Frankie's is right next to a giant hospital. So that takes up that whole part of town. So there's really, you know, there's a little bit of derelicts there, but it's Vegas. So there's derelicts everywhere.
Kim and I snuck out because we wanted something to eat. And we went to the gas station next door. And Jason didn't know we left and we got in trouble. He said, this is a bad part of town. I'm a bad person, so I can take care of this. Plus, the bouncer was out front the door watching us. So, but Jason loves us; he takes care of us. So
Cheryl says no ass juice this year. Yeah, you know, Cheryl, I didn't plan one, but we could definitely do Frank Double Down on Sunday or Monday night. So I could throw it out there to people to see who, you know, if enough people are coming in Sunday night, or we could go Monday. Like we could go right from tearing it up at Secret Beach Bash to ass juice.
There is that event, you know, there is an event, a meet and greet.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, let's do it Sunday night. So let me put it out to the universe. Who's ever around Sunday night, we'll meet up at Double Down for Ass Juice around 6 o'clock. All right, back to our other questions. How far is the Hoover Dam from Vegas? Can you get tickets in advance? From Vegas to the Hoover Dam is about 30 minutes. And if you've not seen it, it's a pretty amazing thing to see. But it's one of those things where once you've seen it once, you don't need to go multiple times. But what's cool, too, so the Hoover Dam, the tour will cost money if you want to go down in it. But the relatively newer overpass that goes over top of it, when on your way to the dam, you'll park there and walk up to the overpass, and that way you can look way down into the Colorado River and up from the dam. Is pretty awesome. But it takes about 30 minutes. I think you can buy tickets in advance through the website. And if you're going to, I would recommend, because like whole tour buses of Asian tourists show up. And so if you get stuck standing behind them and you don't have a pre-bought ticket, you're going to wait a long time. And there ain't nothing else to do there. You go to the dam and in the dam, and that's it. There ain't like you can walk to a bar or a shop or something. It's just the dam. I don't like to gamble. What else should I consider for entertainment? Well, and I know a lot of people ask this. There are so many shows in Vegas, A level, B level, C level, and D level. And I'd recommend most of them. There's not a lot of shows I wouldn't recommend. This coming Saturday night, I'm taking my mom and dad to see Tape Face. If you don't know who Tape Face is, look him up on YouTube. He's amazing. He was on America's Got Talent last year. He had his mouth taped. He looked like he stepped right out of Hot Topic. But he does not speak for 90 minutes. And people lean forward and listen to a guy who doesn't speak. And he holds an entire audience in the palm of his hand without saying a word. And yeah, and to answer a quick question, yes, Double Down is on Paradise Road. It's right kind of kitty corner from the Hard Rock Casino.
And it's also very tiny parking lot.
Yes. And the problem is, and you haven't been here since, Deb.
Yes, I have. I was there.
With the dispensary.
Medical marijuana. Yeah, the dispensary right next door.
Yeah, the dispensary opened next door. That really screwed up the park. The parking sucked as it was. And then the dispensary opened. But, you know, I don't know which headliners at Planet Hollywood, but Mariah is one of the headliners. Brittany just finished.
Have the Who started yet?
No, the Who hasn't started yet.
Okay.
But all the Cirque shows are amazing. If you like Beatles, the Beatles Love is the best. It's a rock concert with a Cirque show. It'll just blow you out the gates. Ka's amazing. O's amazing. The only one I don't find amazing anymore, and you would if you've never seen any, is Mystere at Treasure Island. It's the oldest one. And whereas the stuff is still cool, the levels they have gone to in O and Ka is so much higher than Mystere. But if you've never seen any of them, you can go see that one and be totally amazed.
Now, do you recommend people getting, aren't there half-price tickets like on the strip sometimes when you're walking?
These half-price ticket booths up and down the strip, so go Google it and find out where they're located. You're not going to get half price to the major shows a lot of times, but some days the major shows don't sell out, and they want the people there because they hope you eat dinner, they hope you gamble, they hope you buy a T-shirt. So they want to fill it as much as possible. And then Tate Face is playing at the Flamingo. Someone just asked that. Oh, Trader Don, great thing to see that we forgot about, Debbie, the Neon Museum.
Yes, we're going to that.
The Neon Boneyard is downtown, is where all the old signs are. And it used to be limited in the amount of people that could go through because they made you go through on a tour, which I would recommend the tour because the guide leads you through and teaches you about all the signs. Now they are letting you do self-guided tours. So it might be sold out for the guided tours, but the Neon Museum. Now, if you ever seen a little TV show called Thrift Hunters, the opening segment, you know, the title screen is us running through the Neon Boneyard. So that's the Neon Boneyard. So
that's something you would do at night, right? Because it's lit up? Or do you go?
Yeah, I mean, you could go during the day, but a few of the signs are lit up at night. And so, a matter of fact, here, I'll show you real quick. Although it's kind of messy on my desktop. Here's me there at night. Oh, that didn't work. Let me do it this way. Try this again.
That's the class. Hey.
So there we go. There's me at night at the La Concha standing in front of the lit up sign. So
nice.
Definitely something cool to check out. Oh, I'm sorry. I guess I bought tickets for Tape Face. I don't know where the hell he is. I just got a message from my wife that said he opened his own theater called the House of Tape at Harrah's. So my bad. He used to be a Flamingo. Scratch that. He's at Harrah's now.
Good job, Stacy.
So I'm excited. I'm more excited now because he opened his own theater. That means it'll be different than the last time I saw them. Yay! All right.
And there's some free shows like down on Fremont Street. A lot of cover bands and. There's lower level entertainment, and you're going to be so busy with Open too, and us during those times.
All right, great question just popped up on the chat. And instead of telling you, let me just show you. Someone wants to know how hot it is. Here's the problem right now. We're in the monsoon season, and so typically it's hot this time of year for eBay Open, and right now it is hot and humid because that's a bonus.
But will that still be next week too? Do you think?
Yeah, so for instance, right now it's like 106 degrees and 35% humidity. Now, if you live in the Midwest or the South, 35% does not sound like a lot to you, but it's usually like 10 or under. So 35% is like, ugh, kicking my ass. Now, next week, we're looking at 113, 112, 109. It's going to be hot, but it'll be under 20 on the humidity, so not too bad.
And air conditioned, Ubers and the casinos, everything's air conditioned. So I always have a little jacket with me because sometimes inside the casino, in the convention room, you can be shivering.
Ramon said, what's the temp at 9 p.m.? Like 100 degrees still. We were out last night and it was 102.
And something else, if you've never been to Vegas, I think most swimming pools, they close them down, don't they? Like 5 or 6? I don't know if the hotels.
Some do, some don't, because some of them turn into nightclubs at night. So
yeah, and they want you gambling. So I mean, I've been going to Vegas since I was 9.
let's bust through a bunch of these questions. Tell me where to find the loosest slots in Vegas. That's something that you used to be able to tell people, and then you'd go into certain gambling parlors, and they would tell you which one was the loosest. So if you hit, you'd give a bigger tip. It just isn't like that anymore. So just try your luck wherever. I did have a tutorial on how to play video poker. It's in the Thrifting board. It's in the Secret Beach, and it's in the eBay Open 2018 Facebook group. So if you've never played video poker, I give you a quick overview with live examples.
And didn't you say grocery stores are better? You do bet in like Smith's grocery stores.
I gamble in grocery stores too. Can you tell me the best breakfast places in Vegas? So Hash House A Go-Go has tons of spots both on and off the strip. They give you these big giant portions, but we like Eggworks off the strip. The breakfast burrito, substituting sausage for bacon with the salsa and the Diablo potatoes. Blow your mind. And there is I don't think I've ever taken you, Deb. There is a great old school omelet house right next to Frankie's, basically, called the Omelet House. Been there forever.
Is that the
great omelets? So big, you won't be able to finish them.
Is that like the grandma's place? We went there once.
Nope, it's called the Omelet House.
I know, but don't they have like silk flowers and stuff in there? And is it kind of in
it's
a rundown parking lot?
Looking in there. Yeah.
I think we've been there. I think we your mom and dad, we were all there once. It was good.
Oh yeah. All right. Do any of the casinos still have slot machines where you can win a car? Yeah, all of them, I think, for the most part. And you might see it a little bit more in downtown Fremont. The guy that owns the D, he's always got a promotion. Win my car, win my motorcycle, win my this. And they're always fancy things. So yeah, play the slots where you can win a car. Sherry wants to know, does alcohol count as drinking lots of fluids? No. And I recommend, especially on nights of like Frankie's or at the Secret Beach Bash, have a cocktail and have a full glass of water. Because the cocktail will, with the salts in it and stuff, it'll definitely dry you out. And you need to replenish that with a lot of water. So drink water.
Trust me on that. And make sure you have chapstick with you at all times.
Yep. What restaurants do you recommend if people want to get away from the big casinos? If you want an old school steak restaurant, I'll give you two examples. One's in a casino, but a smaller one, and one's right outside the casinos. The Golden Steer, which is on the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Sahara, right behind the world's largest gift shop, is one of the most old school steak joints in all Vegas. It's where the Rat Pack hung out. If you're lucky, you might end up in the Rat Pack booth. Great old school food. The waiters are in tuxes. But even better is downtown in the Four Queens, which is on Fremont Street. Down the basement is a place called Hugo's Cellar. Old school Vegas. You get you order whatever, steak, fish, chicken, and then the salad cart comes up and you get tossed a fresh salad. Everyone can individualize with like 20 different ingredients. Have we never taken you there?
No.
Oh shit, we got to fix that.
That's right.
Then they bring you sorbet to cleanse your palate. Then they bring you your steak, your fish, whatever, with your side of veggies. And then they bring chocolate covered dates, strawberries, and figs with homemade whipped cream, and they're chocolate dipped. Oh my God, it's amazing. But each meal is only like $50, where that same meal in a big major casino like the Mandalay Bay will be over $100.
Yeah.
So
and then there's the Peppermill too. We've eaten at the Peppermill.
Oh yeah, Peppermill. Yeah, thanks, Deb. Peppermill is the greatest old school diner restaurant in Vegas. It's on the strip, but it's a standalone building. It's north of the Encore and the Wynn, on the same side. You'll know it by the neon pinks and blues. Yes. And inside it is 1970 untouched. And if you eat there, I recommend it. But go into the lounge and enjoy the water fire feature.
Yes, that's cool.
All right. Lori says, I'm seeing things like Expo Center, South Convention Center, North Convention Center. I'm staying at Delano, which is part of Mandalay Bay.
Yeah.
So where are the sessions actually being held? How long of a walk is it to these places? I assume it's in the convention center that's closest to Las Vegas Boulevard. I really won't know till we get there. But Delano is the far end, the far backside. So you're going to walk a little bit of a ways to get there. So wear comfortable shoes. Ladies who have not worn high heels in a year, don't bring your high heels. Trust me. I'm the guy that sits and laughs as your ankles break because you haven't worn your high heels in a year, and you're going to be carrying them within 3 minutes. Just be comfy.
They have little kiosks now where you can buy $20 a little pair of ballet shoes out of this little kiosk for all these girls that come in there. They come in these heels. Yeah, we just watch them. Their skirts are up to their fannies and they got their high heels. I'm like, oh, brother, dress comfortable.
All right, so Sherry wants to know, are there mobility options for ones who have medical issues? Yes, I think every casino has either something you can rent or a service you can call to have like a rascal or scooter dropped off. Luckily, I've never had to have those, so I've never really looked into it, but I see them, so I know they're here and around.
I just looked into that for our husband. My husband.
Oh, I'm married to Bill now. Okay, sister brothers.
Husbands.
Husbands.
I think it's about $100 a week, and they will bring it to the hotel, drop it off, and then pick it up when you're done.
There you go.
Yeah. So
and then Sherry says, well, there'll be slot machines at the convention. Not in the convention center, but of course in Mandalay Bay for sure.
And in the airport. When you fly in, they're in the airport.
Oh, yeah. And Bridget says, is a helicopter tour worth it? So there's a few helicopter tours. You can do the Strip at night. You can go all the way out to the Grand Canyon. We've never done the Grand Canyon. The Strip at night is super cool, but I feel it's too short for the money you spend. It's sweet. It's awesome. You take off, you go down the Strip, you go north of the city a little bit, you come around, come back up the Strip. So to see Vegas like that, it's incredible. But it's like $100 for like 12 minutes.
Go to the Eiffel Tower. Go up to the top of the Eiffel Tower, and you can see the Bellagio water show from up there. That was really cool. We really like that. And when you make sure you go into Bellagio, into the atrium. You mentioned the gardens. The atrium, it changes every season.
Yep.
It's phenomenal what they do in there.
All right, Juanita said, are there charging ports to juice up devices? Yeah. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Bridget said that. So if you have a spare battery, I'd bring it. If you don't have one, I would go get a good one. The free ones you get at events, which you might even get one at this event, they're fine, but you get the bigger ones. They'll charge your phone like 3 times over. And that's what you want to keep handy. Now, there will be charging stations, but of course, then you're tied to just that area. I highly recommend bringing a battery. Also, will there be Wi-Fi available? Yes, they do have Wi-Fi for the convention. Juanita's got a great question. Do the surfers of the thrifting board and the secret beachcombers sit together at the general sessions? Yes. We sit in the right front corner. So when you walk into the general sessions, we'll always be up in the upper right. All right. So just look for me, look for Debbie, look for Mama, the people you know from the thrifting board. Wherever we are, that's where we'll all be sitting. You don't have to sit with us, but if you want to sit as a group, you want to laugh and hoot and holler as a group, that's where we're going to be.
And if anybody wants to PM me and have my cell phone number, I'll give that to you if you want to text me. Hey, where is everybody?
Yep. And Juanita said it will be an app or group text for servers to get up-to-date thrifting board info. I'll be posting it in the group. And I can pin it to the top. Now, when you pin stuff to the top, it's tough to see on the apps. So you got to know what's there. So let me show you as an example, the post we have pinned right now in the thrifting board. Oh, it's better nowadays. I didn't really pay attention. It says announcements, and there it is right there. So here's what I'll do. Every night, I will pin a new post to the next days. So I'll start on Sunday. I'll start on Saturday talking about Sunday at Double Down and so forth. So the only one that won't be in the thrifting board is the Secret Beach party that'll be in the Secret Beach. So just keep an eye out for the pin post. I will make a graphic that'll be very visual, very easy to see. So where we're going to be sitting, where we're going to be for the pictures, what party we're going to, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Yeah. I don't like to gamble. What else to do in Vegas besides gamble and drink? People watch. The best you will ever see. One time, Stacy and I were sitting at Cabo Wabo, which is at across from Bellagio at Planet Hollywood. We were drinking and having dinner right on the ledge over the Strip, and I watched Rick James fight with Catwoman. I watched a girl get dropped off to go to work at like 6 p.m., if you know what I'm talking about.
I won't tell you what we saw.
And this is when you see the girls who have never worn high heels try and wear high heels, and they're like drunken baby giraffes. So people watching the Bellagio fountains are amazing. The volcano is amazing. There's just so much to see and do at almost every casino. Mandalay is one of the most boring casinos in terms of look, but if you got time, I forgot about this, the aquarium at the Mandalay Bay is amazing.
I haven't seen that yet. And
those of you staying there, the big wave pool is incredible too. So hit that.
And just going in, like I like going inside, like the Venetian. It's just gorgeous. They have the canal, it's Italian style. And so I like seeing the architecture. But it's kind of going to be hot to be just outside walking and looking. But Yeah, your mind. If you've never been to Vegas, be prepared to have your mind blown.
Yeah, Ramon says 3 a.m. is the best time to watch. Yeah, true. Craig says, so Wednesday and Thursday, we're basically in the convention center from 8 a.m. breakfast to the end of the day. Speakers. Yep. You are inside all day. So
Tuesday too this year, right?
Well, Tuesday doesn't start till a little bit like midday.
Yeah, I can't remember what time check it is. Because last year, there's an eBay app. Tell them about that.
Yeah, I was just going to do that. So there's a new eBay app. So download it right now. And
it's free.
Yep, it is. And there's the agenda for Tuesday. And so Devin starts at 1 o'clock on Tuesday. So be ready to rock and roll by 1 o'clock. I'd be in your seats by 1 o'clock on Tuesday.
And they're really good. They have employees everywhere and signs everywhere directing us. But just keep your eyes open because I missed the deep fried Oreos last year. So there's these
deep fried Oreos were life-changing.
They have these carts that'll come out, and all of a sudden people are running over. They have soda cans and snacks. And and then I have to say, Griff was talking on the last eBay radio show. We just had the last one. The official last ones will be at Open. But he was saying he saw the chart, the plans for Open, the little overview or whatever. He said his mind was blown. So be prepared. If you've been to Open the last 2 years, I think we're going to be impressed even more this year. It's just phenomenal.
Tina says, do most people stay at the convention all day or just a few hours and go sightseeing? Most stay all day. There's so much to do. You'll never get to it all. Right. Between the main hall where you can talk to vendors and stuff like that and all the different classes and speeches, and you get to work and get signed up early. They always have like a store review by the eBay employees, and then they always run out of space. And so those of us who procrastinate don't ever get the slot we want. So I would get there early on Tuesday, get signed up for your store evaluation. It's,
but you can do that. I already signed up for mine. That's on the Open.
App.
Yeah, well, no, I did it right on the website. Trader Dawn and Stephanie, we all got our slots already. And sometimes, like one time I had to give mine up. I had to do something with eBay Radio. And so if you stand there and someone gives up their slot, they can maybe fit you in for that too. So don't worry, you'll see it. That's what's fun having our T-shirts. We can recognize each other and hang out together. Right.
So Sally Lale wants to know, is it worthwhile, Sally Lang, is it worthwhile to thrift during Open? Absolutely. Besides the class I'm teaching, and I highly recommend it. You get 4 hours with 10 instructors, pretty bitching. There's so many thrift stores in Vegas because Vegas is a transient town where people move in and out all day long, and they just drop their stuff and go. My mom and dad are so amazed how much new with tag stuff is in our thrift stores. They never see new with tags anything in Cleveland, but in here, especially the clothes, you just look down the aisle and you can see the new with tags sticking out everywhere. So definitely.
6 savers, I think, isn't there?
Yep. How do you get the eBay Open app? You just go to the App Store and type in eBay Open.
Yeah. It should be for Android.
18. eBay Open 18. And here's what it looks like so that I can find out where it is on my phone. There it is. That is the little 1.8 for the eBay Open app.
Yeah.
All right. Sharon says, what are the deal with all these buttons? So here I have a couple from here. So, I think this all started with like Disney trading pins, but people love buttons. And so eBay gave out all these cool little ones last year, but guess what, Debs?
But you have all of them?
No, I have not only Secret Beach buttons this year for all the Secret Beachcombers, I got Thrifting board buttons too. Woo! My boy Trader Don designed them. They are off the chain. Awesome. Go, Don.
So we get a lanyard. Usually we get a lanyard, so that's where we pin all these buttons. You'll get a name tag from eBay when you register and check in. They'll give you your swag bag, and then you get a lanyard. And usually they have a little plastic so you can stick your business cards that you're going to bring and swap. You can put those in that little plastic thing.
Yep. And so Monday, all you beachcombers are coming to the party. We'll get yours. I know there's a couple of beachcombers coming in late Monday. So when you see me on Tuesday, ask me for your pin. And anybody from the Thrifting board, hit me up on Tuesday or Wednesday until I give away all the pins. So very, very, very cool pins. Tina says, besides myself, my cell phone and some business cards, what else do you suggest bringing to Open to be prepared for the workshops, etc.? Tablet, pens, notebook, tote, anything. However you take notes, if you're old school, pen and paper, have a notebook. If you like to take notes like I do on my phone, so I got to carry extra crap, do it on your phone. One thing I would recommend, whether you're driving in, flying in, you're all staying on the Strip, Love You, Mandalay Bay, either by using the cab or a fellow Thrifting board member when you're run to this party, that party. Stop by a convenience store, stop by a grocery store, stop by a drugstore, and pick up a case of water and put it in your room.
Good idea.
Put it in your room. Those of you who have fridges, keep it cold. Throw some ice in your bucket. Always leave your room with a nice cold bottle of water, or at least a room temperature bottle of water. Because although you can buy it everywhere, this will be a little bit cheaper, but you always got to keep one in your bag. You're going to need water. Trust me. Trust me.
And the hotels have gift shops. So if you don't want to cart
your bottle of water, the gift shop's going to be like $4.50.
Right. But if you're, you can't cart a case of water back to your room or whatever. So don't feel like there's not going to be water. And from what I'm hearing, there's no coffee pots in the rooms either. So
people are asking how to log into the eBay Open. I haven't done that part yet. I just downloaded it. So I was just reading. Yeah, I was just reading the agenda, so I haven't even got there yet. So I don't know.
I think you can still get in without actually logging in.
Yeah, you can.
You don't have to sign up or anything.
I think if we could log in, we might be able to communicate that way too. So I'll work on that.
Ooh, that would be fun. Plus, never mind.
Sharon Bryan says, I see everyone talking about dressing in flamboyant outfits with bling and stuff. That's really not my kind of thing. Will I look out of place dressed normally?
No.
I will be at Easter time, so we'll probably turn to a pumpkin early, but I have major fear of missing out. No, I mean, some people are going to bling out their stuff, and some people are going to wear it, and some people are going to wear this. So, it doesn't matter. It's all about being cool and casual and just having fun. Some of us go over the top. Some of us don't, so it's no big deal.
Yeah, and eBay Radio does a contest thing to dress up, but you get so tired and you're already bringing so much stuff. So it's kind of like just dressing and being yourself. That's cool. You'll be surprised because a lot of people don't dress up.
Sharon said she's going to be sacked out in her room early every night. No, Sharon, there is something to do every single. You truly need a vacation from this week because it's we're finally getting together. I mean, think about this, especially you first timers. You're getting together with people that you've got to know and become friends with online that you've never met. And so finally you get to hug them live and in person and hang out with them and really forge a relationship at that point. And so we're going to be partying with the Secret Beach members. We're going to be partying at Frankie's with anyone who wants to come. We're going to be partying at the Brooklyn Bowl with everyone from eBay Open. We're going to be going to dinners together, be doing this, doing that. And so teaching the class on Friday. So there's just so much to do that you can relax and go to bed early Saturday when you get home. Or Friday
on the plane. I'll sleep on the plane home.
You got it.
Yeah, it's so fun. I'm so excited. I wasn't too excited because of all the work I still have to do, but now I'm getting really excited because it's just so much fun.
So I'm glad Kids Deals and More said this, and I'm going to repeat it because thanks for putting that out there. Bring water. Trust me, from someone who was taken away by ambulance at Mandalay Bay last month. Dehydration happens even to those of us who don't drink. Absolutely. I've had dehydration hit me a couple times in my life. Once when I was drinking and not thinking that I should be also putting water in me. And one other time that I just didn't get around to drinking enough water. I was working outside in the heat. And man, it just, I melted like a sack of potatoes. I was like, bleh. And I was just out of it. So if you do nothing else this week, drink a lot of water, please. And
if you're worried, you can get those little fans. It's, they mist you. You put water in the little battery operated thing with a little fan and water. And
great question, Ramon, to end the show with. Have you ever gone back to Golden Tiki since the initial bad experience? Oh. It wasn't one, Ramon. It was many. And not a chance in hell would I ever walk into that shit place ever again.
Wow. I never got to go there yet. Now I can. I know.
Wait a minute.
I've never been there.
Huh. You weren't there on opening night?
Nope. Not me.
No, the guy who runs it is a complete jerk. And I won't say what he said on here, but ask me and I'll tell you. I'll tell you, his customer service skills are awful. And it stemmed from, on a Saturday night, Deb, a friend and me were sitting at the bar and we ordered Mai Tais. Not only did they quit washing glassware and we got served Mai Tais in plastic cups because we could easily see it because it was clear plastic cups. Mine was yellow, his was brown. If you order the same drink, they should never be different shades.
Whoa. Stay away. No. Frankie's and Double Down will never disappoint you, ever.
No, never.
Drinking too much of Frankie's and waking up the next morning might disappoint you.
Yeah. Now, those of you go on the Secret Beach Bash, we're going down to to test run some cocktails in a couple hours to get them figured out. Like I said, the food's ready to go, band's ready. We're gonna get the cocktails dialed in tonight. So as much fun as we had last year, we're gonna have just as much, if not more, this year. So, and now the band knows us. You know, they're our house band. They'll play for us every time.
They're so fun.
They're super excited. They just played my Memorial Day party in my backyard, and we're gonna have a blast. It's gonna be a fun week. You're gonna learn a lot. Those of you who have never done this before, please spend all the time in the convention. Utilize everything eBay is giving you in terms of help. Go visit every vendor. Vendors will give you free swag. They'll have, if you've got a shipping problem, go talk to the people at the USPS booth. If you got this problem, go to this booth. If you got that problem, go to this booth. And then, you know, the food and the snacks never stop. You will gain weight. Guaranteed.
You're gonna be walking, and they probably will do this again. Last year, we talk about vendors, but they also had eBay employees with booths. So you want to go find out about the promoted listings, or you want to find about they have an affiliate marketing program. You can go right up to an eBay employee and say, "Can you help me with this?" or "Tell me about this." So there's a lot to learn, and they probably will record like the workshops, hopefully. So if you miss one, maybe they've done that in the past, so we could go home and listen to everything later. The keynotes are good. That's where we have Devin and Wendy, eBay, where we all gather together as one. And it's not unusual to find someone passed out on the couch in the hallway just snoozing because they're just so tired.
I think I've seen Bill do that once or twice.
Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen this year.
All right, so that's it. If you have any other questions, you've seen the post for this show today in the Thrifting board, in the Secret Beach, in the Go to eBay Open 2018 group. If you've got any more questions, great. Pop them in there. If you can tag me, I know tagging doesn't always work, but if you can tag me, I'll definitely see it quicker and I'll get right to it and answer your questions. Now, most of them were answered here on the show. Thank you for everyone who put questions in. Tune in tomorrow night, Thrifty Business, 6 p.m. West Coast, 9 p.m. East Coast. It's me and Debs, and we're going to have our instructors from the Thrift class talk about their scores of the week, what they're going to be teaching us. It'll be a fun group show, and I don't have the time yet, but Sunday, not only are Mom and I doing our show together because she'll be here, we're going to have some guests sitting in the audience, our friends from the near north, our Canadian friends. Good Dog and Bad Dog themselves will be sitting here in the studio. So it'll be a fun week. For those who can't make it, make sure to tune into the shows. We'll definitely be doing some Facebook Lives, some YouTube Lives from Frankie's and Double Down and the Secret Beach Bash and other stuff like that. So stay tuned to the Thrifting board, to my Facebook, to my YouTubes, and we'll be showing you all kinds of fun stuff.
I have one more tip.
Yeah,
Make sure you have some bills, because you're going to tip your bellhop guy who brings your room. You're going to be tipping if you get a cab. So make sure you've got some small bills always on hand with you too, because you'll be surprised. You're going to tip this or that if you want. I mean, I believe in tipping. So just an idea, because if you got a $20 bill, I'm not tipping anybody a $20 bill. So have some 5s and 1s.
Yeah, and I always tell people, see this? It ain't pretty. I got no boobs. But I often get free cocktails at bars I hang out at for a couple of reasons. I like talk and shop with the bartenders and mixologists, but also I tip well. So I go back to places I've tipped well. They remember me, and oftentimes I end up getting a free cocktail. I don't ask for it. Just shows up. So, just being a chatty Cathy sometimes helps out. I'm not usually that with strangers, but when I started learning out about rum and cocktails, it ends up, they end up doing one of these things. Ooh, I made a new cocktail. Tell me what you think. And they hand me a drink.
Love it. And for everybody who's shy, that's okay. Just come and be chill, and we'll take care. Because I was terrified the first time I went to eBay Radio Party in 2009. Now look at me. I'm on YouTube with Jason. So.
Yeah, and I've told this to some of you before, and I'll put it out there again. I'm a big dude, 6'5", 265. If you're shy but want to get into the group, if you want to stand behind me just to kind of have a little bit of a blocker or a little bit of a shadow, I'm happy to have anyone who wants to stand behind me. Stand behind me. You can peek your head out whenever you feel ready. No pushing.
He's a big teddy bear.
Yeah, but I'm happy to be your blocker. So if you're not outgoing like myself, I'm happy to help you out. All right.
Yes.
All right. With that, that's it. Tomorrow night, we'll see you guys. We'll see you guys in 26 hours from now, basically.
Start packing. Start to find your sleep.
Deb, I got some crazy awesome scores this week to share. I cannot wait to share them because we were off last week. So I've got like 12 days worth of sales to choose from. And man, do I got some good I had a kick ass. I did like $650 this week and I wasn't even home.
Oh, I've had some good sales today too. So yeah, I'm excited to see what I have for you. I just don't think I have a national again this week. Sorry.
Nothing? You're not selling anything? What's up with that?
I don't know.
Off somehow?
I don't know.
I got your national crap going everywhere. I got so many to choose from.
Well, good. Do 2. 1 for you and 1 for me.
I will. All right, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Again, I'll answer any questions after the fact. Thank you. Enjoy. I'll see y'all next week. I'll see some of you Sunday night at Double Down for Ass Juice. All right? So we'll start with that, and we'll go through the week. All right, everybody.
It's going to be fun. Bye-bye.
See ya.